25. Herbert on first down now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Play fake. Murray. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On third down, here's Taylor. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Murray now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a return will stop right around the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Murray going to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Here's Herbert. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. He'll check this one down to Taylor. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Again, it's Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Murray off play action. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Rams will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Again, Herbert.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Well, this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's third down. This is swung out to Eckler.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Now it's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
Your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Of the gun, Herbert. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew. And maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run with Taylor. A beautiful fake. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your skill.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, L.A. Noah Fant, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Derrick Henry. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10.
Herbert going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Swim.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll buy some time right. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Murray going to throw. And he finds McLaurin.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Murray now on first down.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. To try again after the sack. Murray. And Shark hauls it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Back to throw it. Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second and goal from the 1. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to